Hey guys, now here's the thing, this is a top 10 list. If I was making a top 100, I could probably get most of the geniuses on this list. But I'm just picking 10, so chances are I'll leave out some super smart and super cool heroes. However, they're not forgotten, and if you guys want more, I'm more than happy to do a part 2 so I can give you even more smarty pants heroes. One last thing before I start, smart is kind of a vague term and is super subjective. One may be super knowledgeable without having any tactical abilities or vice versa. I'll try to take many aspects of intelligence into account on this list, but there will no doubt be decisions you disagree with. Convince me of the error in my ways in the comments. And with no further ado, I'm Ron Mackenzie LaFurge with Top 10 Nerd, and here's my list of top 10 smartest superheroes. Number 10. Peter Parker. While the web-slinging and witty comebacks may cause some people to forget about it, Peter Parker's intelligence is rather considerable. Being a boy genius, he showed himself to be incredibly smart both in and out of school, scoring high grades while also inventing incredible gadgets like his web shooters. He's also proven to be able to think quickly, coming up with ingenious ways to dispatch his enemies while in combat. While his intelligence is far from superhuman, he can't be discounted as a smarty pants hero. It's important to mention that within the comics world, Parker is considered among the smartest in the world, but my personal definition of smart differs slightly from that of Reed Richards. Number 9. AMADEUS Cho. AMADEUS Cho is yet another boy genius whose brain basically functions as a hypercomputer, allowing him to think quickly and with incredible accuracy. The Eternal Ajax described his intelligence as incredible pattern recognition, saying Cho is smarter than even some immortals. After absorbing the radiation from the Hulk using special nanites, Cho gained the ability to transform into his own version of the Hulk, Totally Awesome Hulk. He has a faux hawk, it's awesome. It's interesting that so often the person who becomes the Hulk is normally very intelligent. Both Banner and Cho are incredibly smart, but turn into beings who are wholly based on their brute strength. And maybe it's a coincidence, but I think that Marvel enjoys the contrast between the genius weakling and the brainless tank. Number 8. Speaking of Bruce Banner, he is one of the smartest superheroes around. He certainly has a lot of intelligence, but he also has an incredible scientific mind. He's able to use this mind for a lot of good, all radiation-related accidents notwithstanding. With his various inventions and scientific discoveries, Banner proves himself to have a powerful mind, until he turns into the Hulk. Hulk stupid, but Hulk strong. Number 7. Iron Man. Tony Stark has built pretty much his entire superhero identity using his high intellect and proficiency with technology. Not only does he create and build his own suits and weapons, but he also continues to create things that will benefit mankind. Add to that his ability to create devices and suits to help other heroes, and the fact that he's one of the most charismatic and socially competent of the heroes, and you get a pretty smart cookie. While lacking the tactical prowess of Batman or the vast knowledge of Mr. Terrific, Tony Stark is certainly up there in terms of smarts. Plus he's funny, which is arguably a form of intelligence as well. Number 6. Batman. Batman is pretty much synonymous with intelligent at this point. Bruce Wayne is incredibly smart, with many of his heroics depending on his ability to create innovative gadgets and use them in interesting ways. What puts Batman so high on this list is his tactical genius. Leading the Justice League in many of their tactical missions, Bruce proves himself to be a powerful, albeit slightly reluctant, leader and tactician. Not to mention that he's the greatest detective, able to see and piece together clues that others wouldn't even notice. While he isn't as scientifically apt or knowledgeable as some of the other heroes, his genius plays such a crucial role in his character and the Justice League in general that he's pretty darn smart. Number 5. Michael Holt's Mr. Terrific. Michael Holt's incredible intelligence presented when he was very young, reading and absorbing the works of Earth's greatest scientists by age 6. After acquiring 14 PhDs and having incredible athletic success, his wife and unborn child die in a car accident, leading him to take on the mantle of the second Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific is high on this list for a few reasons. 1. He's straight up insanely smart. 2. He uses these smarts fairly well, and even uses his genius to become a proficient fighter. And finally, he creates a number of useful and powerful inventions that aid him in his heroics. Number 4. Mr. Fantastic. While he does lose to Batman in terms of tactical genius, Reed Richards has a significantly higher level of general intelligence, being both an excellent logician and an incredible scientific mind. His inventions have been used with great success, taking down even the toughest of enemies. While his stretchiness is certainly helpful in some adventures, he truly shines when using his genius to create inventions and solve problems. This is where he gets an edge over people like Mr. Terrific and Batman, who are arguably more intelligent. Reed Richards' intelligence is put to better use. They all create powerful inventions, but Richards' inventions are just better. It's not the size of the brain, it's how you use it. Number 3. Ozymandias. Ozymandias is said in the Watchmen comics to be the smartest man in the world, and he certainly lives up to this title. While Ozymandias' knowledge of time and space is eclipsed by Dr. Manhattan's, Ozymandias has the benefit of understanding the human condition. Where Manhattan has incredible amounts of stone-cold knowledge, Ozymandias' knowledge about humanity gives him an edge in certain situations, particularly when trying to predict and manipulate the actions of others. While his superhero status is kind of up in the air since he did turn to what seemed like villainy later in life, I think he still counts. Number 2. Dr. Manhattan. While Dr. Manhattan is severely lacking in empathy and understanding of how people think, his knowledge of the universe pretty much eclipses everyone else's, since he essentially experiences everything simultaneously, being almost outside of time and space. With so much knowledge available to him, it's hard to imagine how a mere mortal would come close to this level of intellect. If only he could figure out how to wear clothes. Number 1. Brainiac 5. Brainiac 5 kind of breaks all the rules I set for this video in terms of smarts. He lacks a lot of the kinds of intelligence held by other heroes like Batman's tactical ingenuity, but he is just so damn smart that it makes up for all his other weaknesses, particularly his social awkwardness. As a descendant of the original Brainiac, Brainiac 5 has similar intelligence with significantly less evilness. Even though his incredible intelligence causes him to stand out and be something of an outcast among others, his 12th level intellect makes him simply too smart to put in any spot on this list except number 1. That's it for today. I know there are a lot of heroes I left out, and this was super hard to write because I wanted to include all of them. I just tore my hair out trying to get this down to a top 10. So to everyone getting ready to yell at me, I know. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more nerdy stuff. Let me know your favorite Smarty Pants hero in the comments, and while you're there, let me know if you want a part 2. Because I do. Feel free to hit me up on Twitter or my personal YouTube channel if you want to say hi. Until next time, I'm Ron McKenzie LaFergie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.